So I was going to do an unboxing of this rifle today, but I got so excited that before I realized it, I was already torquing down the rings. I got excited. So no unboxing, but this rifle is brand new. There's nothing in the chamber, obviously, right? And I just got it today. Still got the sticker on it. This is a Bergara B14 Wilderness Ridge, which is a really long name. It's in 300 Win Mag. The barrel is 24 inches, and it came with this omni directional muzzle brake on it from Bergara. It's also in the box. It's got a thread protector if I wanted to take the brake off, but I'm probably not going to. It's got a cerakoted action and barrel, fluted bolt, standard Bergara trigger that's adjustable with zero creep. This is for a stock trigger. That's a really good trigger. It's adjustable from the bottom. I also turned it all the way down, so it's as light as it'll go. It's got a decent recoil pad on it. Actually, the recoil pad's kind of hard. The rifle weight comes in somewhere between my HMR Premier and my Mountain Premier. I think the weight on this rifle was 7.4 or something like that pounds without the scope. So that's kind of why I got this. So the Premier HMR is really good for sitting in a box stand. I'll do a review on that rifle and how I use it out of a box. And then the Mountain rifle is really light and really handy to carry around when I'm walking long distances, rough terrain, etc. This rifle is somewhere in the middle. It's not incredibly light, so imagine that the recoil is pretty tame, especially with the muzzle brake on it, even though it's in 300 Win Mag. But it's also not so heavy and square with the chassis like the HMR has that it's kind of difficult to carry. It doesn't have flush cups, so I'm going to have to put a regular sling on it, which is okay because I have a regular sling on the HMR and I actually don't like it because it's got a box, but this is just the regular floor plate. I think it holds 3 in the magazine and obviously 1 in the chamber, so it'll hold 4 300 Win Mag rounds. The scope, and it's just got a regular two-way safety. It doesn't have a locking section, a locking part in the safety, so it's fire or safe. Can't get over how good that trigger is for a stock trigger. The scope that I got put on this is a Leupold VX-5HD with a fire dot reticle. So it is and I got Leupold Picatinny and rings. By the way, I torqued these rings down to 18 inch-pounds. So just for anyone that's mounting, I'll do a video on how I mount and level a scope and bore-sighted. I bore-sighted this for 25 yards. Eventually I'll do but pretty much 16 to 18 inch-pounds is about all you need in a set of good rings. In fact, some of the better rings that I've used, like Vortex has some precision matched rings. Right out of the box, if you put the scope in half of them, it almost picks the rifle back up when you pick the scope up. So a good set of rings, 16 to 18 inch-pounds, don't over-torque it. This is a regular Remington 700 pattern rifle. So the reticle, back to the scope, this 56 inch, or 56 inch, ugh, that's so big, 56 millimeter objective, and it is 3 to 15, so the perfect hunting scope range. You don't want 6 to 25. The low end, that's too, unless you're out west, I suppose. I don't know. The low end at 6 is way too high. And this is a second focal plane, and it's the fire dot reticle, so which I think is really, really neat. It's just a dot in the middle, so that lights up. You can adjust the brightness. I'm not sure if it auto shuts off or not. I haven't read the manual yet, instructions, but it's got a capped windage, which is fine. I don't dial for wind anyway, and it's got a really neat zero lock. It's locked, and then you push this little button here, and then it can rotate. And if you go more than one full rotation, that dot or that lever recesses, so you know you've gone more than one full rotation. And then it locks. This is in mils and not MOA, so you know, one click is, I think, 0.36 inches instead of a quarter of an inch, because you know, which is less, I suppose, less fine than an MOA scope per click, but that's okay. Again, this is a hunting scope. You know, we're talking 3 clicks for, give or take, 3 clicks for an inch versus 4 clicks for an inch on an MOA scope. Maybe I'll do a video about the difference between MRADs and MOA and show kind of the math behind it, because it's not really 1 inch for an MOA, it's 1.04 something, and an inch, from what I remember, an inch for MRAD is like 1 full mil, which is 10 clicks on this scope, will be in inches 3.67, I think, something like that. But anyway, this is a mil or radian scope. So that is kind of the okay. So the ammunition that I'm hoping to shoot out of this is the Federal Premier TSX, the all copper rounds. This has a 24-inch barrel, so instead of shooting the Superformance rounds that I shoot out of a 26-inch barrel, because the powder's different, I'm going to shoot these 180 grain TSX rounds. I shoot these out of another 300 Win Mag that I've got, and from what I can tell, these all copper rounds, they'll go through anything. I mean, I have yet to shoot any animal, whether it be a really large, couple 100-pound hog or a deer for that matter, or a deer, hitting bone or not, these go through it. There's always an entrance and an exit wound, and 2 holes are better than 1 when you're hunting. So these are the rounds that I'm hoping to shoot out of this rifle, and I believe that this rifle will like these. So that is about it that I can think of on this rifle. If you like these kind of reviews, maybe I'll show a video of me finishing sighting it in. If you like these kind of reviews, please like and subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more hunting equipment to review, and tomorrow's the opening day of turkey season, so hopefully there'll be a short video of me turkey hunting.